ready for the closing act of the first half. He's an amazing chap. He's very, very funny. The one, the only, the Italian linguistic himself, Mr. Pietro!
Hello.
Hello.
Hey. Hello, they're new boots.
Hey.
Nice big, aren't they? £35 from Barrett's, they were reduced. God knows how big they were before. Got a guitar on. Hello everybody, my name's Pietro. A really easy, straightforward name, I think. 3 very straightforward syllables, Pietro. And yet this seems to cause people no end of problems. They either get very angry, why are you called Pietro? Like I've got to, to have a reason to be called Pietro. Or they get apoplectic with confusion, which is most manifest when I introduce myself to people. You know, you do that thing where you introduce yourself to someone, say, hello, my name's Tom, and they'll say your name back to you to let you know that they've heard it and understood it. So I'll do this, I'll introduce, hello, my name's Pietro. Usually the first thing that comes back is Ketro. No, my name's Pietro. Then they'll come back with Getro. Getro and Pietro, not only are they not even real names, they're not even real words. Another popular one, Jethro, at least that's a real name. Also, Pedlo, often. Or the other day, I introduced myself to somebody and he came back with Death Row. Who's going to call their kid Death Row? Yes, we thought we'd give the children an execution theme for their names. This is Death Row and his little sister Lethal Injection. My surname is Lantrua, and the interesting thing about my surname is that it is the only one-word anagram of the word natural. There is no other anagram of the word natural, and natural is the only anagram of my name. Which is lovely, isn't it? It's nice. Natural, it's nice to have your name associated with a word like natural. Yeah. There was a 2-word anagram as well, anal rut. Quite nice. And I'm single at the moment. Any other wankers in the room? Nice to see you all here. I've been single for a little while. Has its ups and downs. You know, on the downside, there's less intimacy in my life than I'd like. On the upside, I don't have to change my bedclothes. I was chatting about being single with a mate of mine the other day, and he said, well, if you're horny and you need to deal with it, why don't you get yourself a prostitute? And I thought about this. I've got nothing against prostitution. I think it's a noble profession. Commodity like anything else. Sell it if you want to sell it, that's fine. But I think I like cuddles, and I like kisses, and I like to feel close to somebody when I have sex with them. So my mate said that I should try this thing that he'd heard of recently called the girlfriend experience. Has anybody heard of the girlfriend experience? Where a prostitute will come around your house and have a little bit to eat, watch a bit of telly, have a bit of cuddle, have a little bit of chat, and then there's sex. I thought, oh, I'll give it a go, why not? I'm desperate for a shag. So I got this girl around my house and we watched a bit of telly, we had a chicken Kiev, and a little kiss and cuddle. And then there was sex. It was fabulous, very, very good, very authentic. Just like having a girlfriend at the end of the evening arguing about money. I was married for a little while. I was married for about 4 years. That was a waste of fucking time. I might as well have just found someone I hate and bought them a house and a car. Would have saved me 5 years. She used to laugh a lot during sex. Didn't matter what she was reading. And she was very, very, very demanding. She used to insist that I treat her like a princess. So I arranged to have her killed in a car crash. I think possibly I'm just not very good at relationships. For example, the other day I was in Sainsbury's and I got to the cash register and the guy at the cash register said, do you want a bag for life? I said, I can't deal with that kind of crap. Sex! Who likes sex? Anybody like sex?
How do with?
Well, this is who I do it with. He's alright, I mean, yeah. So what we do is, me and my friend, we look at porn on the internet. As has already been mentioned this evening, there's a thing called porn on the internet. Ex-hamster, anybody know ex-hamster? Just me then. Right. That's what I wank to. Actually, nowhere on Facebook you can like ex-hamster at all, I know. But I was watching the other day, I was watching some 70s sex, proper 70s sex, guy with a big 70s bushy 70s moustache. Woman all in polyester for some of it. Proper, you know, hairy lady. Proper 70s sex. And while I was watching this 70s sex, it occurred to me that in all probability the two people I was watching were probably now in their 70s. A bit of irony for you there. Blowjobs, they're another part of sex. I quite like blowjobs. I haven't had one for a while, as I've already stated. But if you're lucky enough to have a young lady, you know, give you a blowjob, and you're sitting down or standing up, and you're wondering what to do with your hands, don't pat her on the head. Just don't do it. Sometimes, you know, if you're having a blowjob and you're lying down, the young lady might be leaning across you and she's got long hair. It'll sort of fall in front of your penis and sort of veil it, sort of kind of like a facial veil. Stops you seeing what's happening. And you might get your finger and you might just move her hair aside like a little curtain of hair. And she'll see you do this and she'll think to herself, he's doing that because it makes him hot. And him looking, he's thinking now, that is so hot. Well, actually what you're thinking is, I can't believe you're doing that! Wait, piss out of that. Anybody heard the word rapey? You heard the word rapey? Isn't that bizarre? Like, well, you know, somebody might say something a little bit, you know, right, talk to yourselves, go on. Oh, you heard the word rapey? So people will sort of like say when they're, you know, somebody will say something a bit out of turn and that was a bit rapey. To me it sounds like the eighth dwarf they didn't introduce to Snow White.